Hey everyone, let's talk about why you should invest in Bitcoin and not blockchain. All right, so what is a blockchain? A blockchain is a slow, deliberate, ultra secure, immutable, decentralized database. Now, you'll notice that the first word I used was the word slow. In the vast majority of applications, you want a fast database. The problem is you can't have a fast database that is also secure and decentralized for money. That does not exist. And so it's called the blockchain trilemma. The blockchain trilemma means you can have a secure blockchain, a decentralized blockchain, and a scalable or fast blockchain. But you can only have 2 out of 3. You can't be fast, you can't be, sort of fast, secure, and decentralized. There is no solution in the entire world that is fast, decentralized, and secure. So when Bitcoin was created, it was the concept of the blockchain, which was originally called the time chain, but I won't go into why. The original concept of a blockchain, invented by Satoshi Nakamoto way back in the day, was invented because nobody in the world had ever invented a completely decentralized database that could be used for money. And in order for it to be decentralized and secure, it could not be fast. Well, and for a bunch of reasons, again, if you're curious, I'll do a very technical video on why that is, but the truth is, that's just the way it is. It's like sometimes you see people say, you can have a product that's fast, cheap, you want it to be fast, cheap, and easy, but you can only have 2 out of 3. If it's fast and it's cheap, it's not easy. If it's, easy and cheap, it's not fast. There's a lot of things in life where there's sort of 3 characteristics and you get 2. Well, in the case of the blockchain trilemma, it is, fast, which people typically use the word scalable because it refers to capacity, scalability, security, and decentralization. And Bitcoin went for 2 out of 3, which was security and decentralization, which for money is by far the most important. So after Bitcoin came on the scene, a bunch of people tried to use blockchain technology for a bunch of different random things. They said, wait, we can use blockchain technology to track shipping containers around the world. We can use it to track stocking of goods at Walmart. And so people introduced all these different solutions for blockchain technology when they were applying that technology to something for which decentralization doesn't matter. I have never heard anybody say, hey, I checked my Amazon shipping log and they said they shipped me a product, but I just don't trust their database, right? I mean, that just never happens. Other than money, you almost always want a fast, centralized database even for shipping containers. And if people want to know or be able to track it, you do that through application programming interfaces, which are called APIs, which means you open up your very fast database so other people can check on it. But in very, 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 very few instances, do you want a slow, deliberate database that is completely decentralized, immutable, uncensorable, unstoppable. There's essentially one really good application for that technology, which is money. It turns out for money, that is the most important application because how much money everyone has is super, super, super important. And in the case of Bitcoin, even though you can send it to people instantly, if you want to make sure it's completely irreversible and you're sending like $1 billion, it's not going to happen as instantly as something like PayPal or Venmo. But something like PayPal or Venmo doesn't settle for days. It looks like it does, but it doesn't actually settle for days or weeks, or in some cases, months. So in the case of Bitcoin, the vast majority of things that people need databases for in the world, they do not need a blockchain. A blockchain is the wrong tool for the vast majority of real-world use cases. And as a result, the vast majority of projects that companies have spawned that uses blockchain technology have ultimately been shut down because they're like, I can use a SQL database. Like I can use a plain old off-the-shelf database and it actually works better than a blockchain. So the one place in the entire world that absolutely positively you want a slow and reliable database rather than a fast database that is alterable is money. Because in the case of money, it is you do not want anyone to print more of it. And when you transact, you want absolute certainty that you have the money you have, other people have the money they have. When it transfers, and all of that. So, what is the real world application for this? Well, sometimes people invest in things other than Bitcoin because they say, well, it's using blockchain technology and I thought it was going to be great. If it's using blockchain technology and it's not Bitcoin, there's a good chance there's no reason it's using blockchain technology other than just to draft off of Bitcoin's popularity. For example, once upon a time, back near the start of Bitcoin, a pizza company changed their name to Blockchain Pizza. And of course, their stock price shot way up, and because people were like, blockchain pizza, maybe they're using the blockchain for something. There's nothing you could possibly use blockchain for at a pizza company that a central, regular old database doesn't work just as well for or better for. Even tracking delivery drivers, there's absolutely no reason an immutable, decentralized database is necessary for that as compared to a regular old database that Papa John's uses. There's just no benefits to blockchain technology for the vast majority of things. But it just so happens for a very small number of very important things like Bitcoin and to some degree, although it's still very early, decentralized finance applications like Ethereum, that blockchains actually do matter a lot, but that is not the case for the vast majority of things. So if somebody is trying to get you to invest in a blockchain fund or a blockchain investment or a blockchain this or a blockchain that, just be aware that it's a buzzword and that the vast majority of the value that the blockchain technology has ever created for anywhere in the world is just for Bitcoin. And the vast majority of other things you could possibly invest in that have anything to do with Bitcoin technology, anything to do with blockchain technology, you are better off just taking that exact same money and putting it in Bitcoin. As always, hope this helps. Ask me any questions. Always here to help. Thanks.